Jonathan Byrd is the first winner of 2011 on the PGA Tour.
Times I've been the most envious and most jealous is to not be in the first tournament of the year, Tournament of Champions, and to be in Sony and to see that guy who's already won. Before you've even got the chance to tee it up, I was sitting by the pool one day thinking, I'm that guy.
Jonathan Byrd has made 4 trips to the Hyundai Tournament of Champions in his 10 years on the PGA Tour, winning for the first time at Kapalua in January. And after winning in his previous start at the Justin Timberlake Shriners Hospitals for Children Open in 2010, you might have thought he'd found the secret to the game. But there was a lot of work that went on between the 2 victories.
So every offseason we have kind of a team summit. We kind of talk about the year and talk about what changes we want to make. This offseason I changed golf balls to a little bit softer ball to try to improve my wedge game. That was one of my main goals.
Byrd and his team looked at the numbers and found his wedge game needed an overhaul. Since 2007, Byrd hadn't cracked the top 60 in approaches from 50 to 125 yards. This season, he ranks 5th.
That was my goal, 50 to 125. Why do I have new confidence? Why am I improved? It's just time spent. The great part about your putting and your short game and your wedge game is those are all scoring clubs. If you put a lot of time into it, you know, you're going to get better at it. Confidence comes from putting the time in.
His entire game's become more consistent. He's always been a pretty darn good putter. He's always driven the ball nice. I think his wedges is kind of where he wanted to take a notch up.
You have to be disciplined. There's a lot of things I struggle with, but I'm a pretty disciplined guy. I don't have to really struggle with that. I've always been a hard worker. I've never been accused of not putting the time in or the effort, but I haven't always worked on the right things. And this year, when I've gone to practice, usually it turns out I've spent 3 hours practicing and I haven't made a full swing yet.
The 33-year-old's work ethic has always been evident by a swing modeled after one of his heroes.
I've always been fascinated with Ben Hogan and just how he swings a golf club. It looks like how you're supposed to swing a golf club.
Comparisons with Ben Hogan begin and end with the effortless swing.
I say I've patterned my game after him. There's other things that I've tried, you know, and how he carries himself on the golf course that don't work for me. When I'm so focused and real serious and I block the world out, I don't play my best golf. You know, I see a happy-go-lucky guy. I play much better when I have that demeanor.
Byrd's relaxed approach helped him take the title at the Hyundai Tournament of Champions. Despite the early victory and dramatic improvement with his wedge game, Byrd has seen a bit of a mid-season lull. And with big accomplishments in the balance, he's looking to get back to his winning ways.
I've missed the last 3 cuts, two of them being majors, and I need to get back out there and get back to doing what I started the year doing. When you start to get in a slump, you're thinking about results. I've played these last 3 weeks, and I'm guilty of, you know, I've had these great tournaments, and now you get in a position where you might make President's Cup, or you might do well in the FedEx Cup, and I'm guilty. I've got ahead of myself.
But Byrd looks through his summer slump knowing that he'll pull out of it, drawing on experience gained from his win in Hawaii.
That's kind of the foundation of my year, is a win. That's one of the best feelings in golf, period, is to start off that well. Yes, you can get ahead of yourself and your expectations can get you, but even if you do that and you go, hey, I still won already,